Happy Sunday, Scallywags! Welcome to another Brazen Coalition Games stream. If this is the first time that you've joined us, welcome as well. If you haven't joined us before, we are a regular EDH stream and we stream every Sunday. How are we all doing? Are we good? Who have we got in the chat this evening? I think it's actually quite nice out, so most people might actually be out in the sun. Who have we got? It might actually just be a few of us at the moment. So, what we're going to do is, while people are tuning in and getting ready, I thought we'd just do a bit of housekeeping before we get things going. So, if you've not seen on Twitter already, it's been a bit crazy here in the UK to say the least, and so we really wanted to show the importance of community. These riots that have been going on have been utterly despicable, and we condemn them outright. So what we want to do is, throughout August, any income that we generate through the Twitch subs, Patreons, any links through Magic Madhouse, all of that stuff, we're going to donate straight to Action Refugee as a way that we can help promote and foster positive relationships with communities that often get villainized in our media. So if you have got a free primed Twitch subscription, let Bezos donate on your behalf, and we will send that over at the end of the month. But that's the only thing I want to shill about this month at the start. I need to get things going with can you tell I'm tired, chat? Sorry. It's so warm here in the UK, and I know it's warm everywhere. Hey Strix, good to see you. I know it's stereotypical that us Brits can't deal with the heat, but we can't deal with the heat. Like, we just can't. We're like a kid in a candy shop, right? We're like, oh, we're gonna eat all of these sweets, and then we get a tummy ache immediately. But anyway, Martin, how are you doing, bud? You good?
I'm here. I'm alive.
You're alive.
It's Sunday. Yeah. So I sat down yesterday because I did a stream last night, and I figured out that I'm streaming 6 out of the next 7 days.
Oh gosh. Yeah, you've got a big milestone coming now, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to tell
50 streams tomorrow. I've been collecting the stats as well, so I've got a little bit of a stats thing that I want to do tomorrow. Like how many hours total, what the average stream length is.
Nice.
I'm a bit of a nerd like that. But yeah, also in that stream, if you live in the UK, come on down, join us. I will be giving away a commander deck from Magic Madhouse up to the value of £50, and I was convinced on my stream yesterday to include the precons for Duskmon.
Oh yeah,
nice. I wasn't going to do it because I wanted to make sure people got their prize quickly, but I was convinced yesterday to allow it.
Yeah, and also like I've got a really good relationship with Magic Madhouse, and they like whenever I pre-order, if I pre-order within enough time, I'll get it at the weekend of pre-release. Like they ship it out fairly early, so no one will be waiting that long.
But yeah. Join me tomorrow for that.
Get in the chat tomorrow as well as today, but tomorrow as well. But also, we are also joined by two absolute superstars from across the pond. We're joined by agirlnamedron and Benji the Brewer, and let me tell you, I'm very excited about our game this evening. How are you doing, guys? Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you for having me. I'm grateful to be here.
Yeah. So, Ron, do you want to tell everybody at home a little bit about yourself, where they can find you, and what you've got coming up?
Sure thing. I had a milestone birthday recently. July 13th was my birthday, so I did a lot of traveling. Thank you. I did a lot of traveling. I was only here for like 6 days of July, and then I went to Japan, I went to Spain, Portugal, and Morocco. So basically my family was like, do you want a party or do you want to travel? Like, or what do you need? And I was like, well, I would rather travel. So I just asked everyone as gifts to just allow me to travel to these places. And that was my birthday gift. So I haven't had much going on this summer because I was doing a lot of like just personal travel. And next week I'll be going to Disney World.
Nice.
So Yeah, I found a really inexpensive off-property hotel, and I'm making use of my annual pass because it is the Halloween season starting mid-August. So
My jealousy knows no bounds.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
That sounds
But I stream a lot of Magic the Gathering. I stream deck building, deck teching, EDH. I stream MTGO and Arena, and I also sometimes stream some other variety games. And make short form content and sell cards on Whatnot. I do a lot of unboxings and a lot of like sealed deck building and things like that. And I love being a guest on folks' streams and YouTube shows. My next con, I think, is going to be Vegas.
Nice.
I usually do a little like smaller cons in between, but I haven't planned on anything. So I think my next con will be MagicCon Vegas, and then after that will be PAX Unplugged in Philly, which is usually in December.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very jealous with all that traveling and stuff. That sounds so much fun.
I know. It's been great.
Yeah.
But make no mistake, I'm poor. I just have generous family.
Yeah, that's what you need for a hobby like this, unfortunately.
We play Magic. How many of us are actually rich?
None of us.
And Benji.
Well, hello.
Thank you so much for joining us. Would you like to tell the folks at home where you are and what you do and what you've got coming up?
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me, and that is quite an intro to follow.
It is, isn't it?
So don't judge me too harshly for not being as interesting as Ron.
Tell me about your boring life, Benji.
Well, today I got up and I walked to get coffee. So anyways, yeah, I'm Benji. Oh, my camera's. That was cool, though.
It was. It's a glitch in the Matrix.
That is really weird. So we're gonna
You're
fix
just
that.
ready
real
for
quick.
Dustborn already.
Distorting your field.
This is the neatest thing ever, but also let's fix that. Okay, let's hope that works. I'm Benji the Brewer. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter and TikTok at Benji the Brewer. I do EDH deck building via Wheel. So if you've never tuned in before, I do a show called Brewing with Benji that streams every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern and every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, so you can catch it later today. Myself and a guest, we spin a couple wheels, figure out what the heck we're brewing, and then we have 60 minutes to brew it. It's a ton of fun. If you like random content, if you like chaos, if you like EDH deck building, you should check it out. I've got 2 guests on today, which I'm really excited for. So yeah, tune in at the end of the month. At the end of each month, we then get 8 people who have built decks with me and face them off against each other in 2 different game pods.
That's really cool.
So it is really fun to see the proof of concept in gameplay and see like if the thoughts that we had while brewing whatever nonsense that we were brewing actually make sense. So
I will say it is such a fun experience, but I'm the worst at like building in a time constraint, and building in 60 minutes is terrifying. I'm like, no, there's so much more I want to do. But it was really, really fun, and I'm so happy with my build. It's a deck that I still play, so.
It is one of the reasons that I set this 60-minute timer is because I myself am not a quick brewer, but there have been times where I just throw a stack of cards into sleeves and let's go. And those end up being some really fun decks. So I was like, well, let's not give people a chance to overthink this. Let's just jump in, you know?
Yeah,
so.
I have to agree with you, Benji. Last year, I decided to put caution to the wind to my mental health and tried to do an entire year of deck techs every day. And whilst I almost finished it, Musk was not helping with that. He kept failing to send some tweets and blocking the links. But anyway, like having like a very limited time to do them because it was like every day, or like, oh, you have to make snap decisions on these. They weren't all great, but it was a lot of fun.
I'm the worst at cutting too. Like I'll always end up with like 120 cards in the deck, and then I'm like, it's perfect. I can't take anything out.
It's like that meme, isn't there, where it's like mana base and jank and support. Like, maybe I can fit it in after all and take the lands out.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
how do
my
you feel
favorite
about
part.
a Rule 0 120 card deck? Because this is perfect the way it is. Let's not change it.
No, let's not overthink it. Cutting is my favorite part. So if anybody needs help cutting cards from the deck, hit me up. I won't tell you what to. I won't tell you what to cut, but I will help recontextualize how you're looking at the deck. That will help you.
I will
figure out what to
torture
cut.
you
Oh,
until you
okay.
decide
Let's
what you should
go.
cut.
So what Benji's saying is he's not going to bring the scissors, but he'll give you the stencil to help you do it yourself.
Yeah.
There we go. I like it.
Right, folks. So before we jump into our turn 1, we are playing Planechase this evening. If you haven't ever played Planechase before, we start the game on a plane from the planar deck here, and you can then players can roll the planar die once for each turn, or then add mana cumulative to roll it again. You roll a. I've lost it. No, it's here. So I'm so not prepared. So if you roll Chaos, then the effect that's on the plane happens, and if you roll Planeswalk, then you go to the next plane in the planar deck. And the wheel is picked that I go first, so I'm going to go in. But before we do Martin, can you send your commander? I hate going first, honestly, like, on this stream, because I'm like trying to set stuff up and I always do stuff wrong. So, yeah.
I always forget to set my commander.
Don't hate me, but I have a pregame action.
Oh, do it, Benji. Show us your pregame.
I'm just going to plop down this Gemstone Caverns.
Oh, that's fine.
That's fine.
And
put your counter on it.
Yeah, I'm going to exile this Bamboozling Beeble.
Okay.
Why? That's such a fun card to say. You can't cast it again.
Bamboozling Beeble.
Yeah. Right, so before we go into my turn, I'll introduce my commander. So, I'm playing Nelly Borca, Impulsive Accuser, and I like to call this aggressive finger pointing. Nelly, when she attacks, she suspects a creature and then goes all suspected creatures. And suspect says a creature can't block, but also has menace, so it makes it harder to block. And then, if one of my opponents attack each other, they and me draw a card. Who doesn't like drawing cards? This is basically as group huggy Boros can get. Still includes a bit of punching. So, the first plane we are at as well is the Golden City of Araska. So, we ascend if we have 10 or more permanents, and whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. Then draw a card if you have the City's Blessing, and whenever chaos ensues, you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Okay, so let's draw. I am gonna. Oh, I just drew a Soul Ring. That's handy. We're gonna play this in, and then
cheat,
and then play
fix.
And then I am not gonna roll the planar die. I'm just gonna leave it there. That's the turn.
All right. What does the plane do that we're on?
So it's got ascend. So and then whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. Then if you have the City's Blessing, draw a card. And whenever chaos ensues, you can just put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped.
Okay.
Which reminds me, chat, I knew I'd forget something because I'm this sleepy. If you have channel points, you can use them to impact our game. We have the Cube of Consequence and a hard planeswalk or chaos roll. So if you have points and you want to impact the game, that's the best way you can do so. Sorry, Ron, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Oh, it's all right. I am playing Veronica, Dissisent Strike. It is a Fallout commander, and I was inspired to build it because that is my name. And I think for a while, red was probably like my least played color. And what she does is she makes junk tokens. So there are a lot of Fallout specific cards in here because they deal with the junk mechanic. And what junks do is when you sacrifice them, you can play a card from exile. I don't often, and she also, whenever you discard a card that's not a land, you make a junk token. So deals a lot with discarding and playing from exile, which are also mechanics that I was not really familiar with and kind of afraid of for a long time. So I was really inspired to build this, and I'm having a lot of fun playing. So that is Veronica. I have no turn one play, but I will play this Junk Town as my land, and I'll pass.
All right. Well, first and foremost, I just want to congratulate you, Ron, on taking the time to build something that you weren't comfortable with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not comfortable with discarding, so I built Rafine, and you get real comfy with that sort of stuff real fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. My commander today is Dee Kay, Finder of the Lost. This is an attractions deck in Dimir that cares about attractions being artifacts on the battlefield. This is a categorically weaker strategy that I have powered up utilizing strong cards. So you will see stuff like a Fierce Guardianship. You will see stuff like a Cyclonic Rift. You will see certain faster mana rocks. I don't have a mana crypt in here. But it's all to make attractions able to hang with most other decks. So this is a lot of fun. It is chaotic, and yeah, that's Dee Kay. I'm gonna go ahead and draw for turn. Cool. I'm glad I drew that. I'm gonna play this Vault of Whispers, and I will tap for 2 and cast a. I almost said Dominance of Talisman. It's a Talisman of Dominance.
I mean, either way, I think we understand.
Yeah, I'm just killing it. I'm gonna pass. I'm all done.
Cool. On that, I will draw. I've got options. I could take the turn 1 play, but I think it puts a target on my head very quickly. So we'll avoid it for now, and I'll just play this Racer Ring tapped, past tense, and past the turn.
Okay. Cool. I will untap. I will draw. Hello, Cardboard Combat. Good to see you. We are gonna. What are we gonna do?
Play Magic.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want. I think we're gonna start. I know this is early, but we're gonna roll the planar die. See if we can't get something a bit more spicy. So
This is where he rolls Chaos immediately.
I absolutely forgot about that because I was going to do that.
Oh, we're planeswalking.
We're
done.
We're done. We are now on Nyx. Non-token creatures are enchantments in addition to other types, and whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you gain a life. And whenever chaos ensues, choose a colour, add amount of mana of that colour equal to your devotion to that colour. Okay.
Okay, so Chaos is Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx.
Yeah.
And the top half of it is effective. I can't remember the name of the card. Corsa?
Yeah,
The Centaur.
It's oh god, no, you are testing me. It's not Courser of Crucifix. That's
No, I can't remember the name of it, but yeah. I know it's a Centaur, and it says whenever you cast an enchantment, you gain a life.
That's the one. We are gonna. Oh, we're not in a hurry.
Herald,
We're just gonna play
Herald
it
of the
up.
Pantheon.
That's
That's
it.
the one.
Yeah.
We got there. Thanks, Benji.
We're not in a hurry. We're just gonna play this Tap Sacred Foundry. And pass the turn. We're not in a hurry. There's no
I like that.
creatures
Not
to go.
in a. I like that. Not in a
Right.
hurry. He says with the most mana.
All right.
Yeah,
I
but
will
nothing's finished.
play. I will play a mountain, and I will tap 2 for an arcane signet.
That, Ron, is a very pretty mountain. Can we
Yeah.
see that a little bit closer up?
Yes, it's a French mountain.
That's so
Ooh.
nice.
It's a Montagne. Yeah. Oh wow. What set was that from, or is that is that a proxy?
Yeah, it's a proxy. The artist is Ayami Nakashima.
Oh
So,
wow.
Japanese style art, but for whatever reason, the mountain is in French. So
Nice.
It's beautiful. That.
It is beautiful.
yeah, thank you. I try to find interesting basics.
I like to upset people with my mana base. You will see very quickly.
That's all I'm doing. I will pass the turn there.
All right, let's untap, draw for turn. I have 2 other lands, so I'll play the Shipwreck Marsh untapped. And then, what's the wording on the static effect for the plane? It's whenever you cast an enchantment or whenever it enters.
When it enters. And
It's
non-token
Constellation.
creatures are enchantments.
Awesome. So then I will cast my commander. It was going to happen anyway, but I was going to figure out if I was gaining life off of it or not.
Yeah,
You are.
Life. Yeah.
Hey, look at that, I'm winning. This is Dee Kay. When Dee Kay enters, I will open an attraction. So for anyone who's not familiar with how attractions work, I'm just going to go through this real quick. Attractions live in a separate deck. When I open an attraction, I just flip over the top card. That is an artifact on the battlefield. And then attractions, once one is open, I roll a die, one die, at the beginning of my first main phase. If that die roll is equal to any of the lit up numbers on any of my open attractions, I trigger the visit of that attraction. So for this attraction, I will get a roller coaster. So on a 5 and a 6, which you can't really see, but you're just, there they are, they're lit up. Creatures I control will get +2/+0 until end of turn. I roll one die and one chance per turn. All right.
Some of them have. I know some of the attractions have prize on them as well. Does that denote the different colours of light that's lit up on them?
So the prize is only on one legal attractions, and all of these are legal. They don't have acorns on them. And the prize just means you have to do a thing a certain amount of times, and then you get the prize.
Okay.
Dee Kay also has effects when I roll a 2, a 4, or a 6. I will let you know what those are when they happen. But I'm all done.
All right.
Cool. I will throw my racer's ring around because apparently I want to. Let's play a forest. And let's paint that target on my back now. I'll pay a green, and I will cast As Luck Would Have It. It's a 1-mana enchantment. It has a gain of life because it's an enchantment. Also winning. Whenever I roll a die, put a number of luck counters on As Luck Would Have It equal to the result. And then if there are 100 or more luck counters on As Luck Would Have It, I win the game. Immediately after the ability resolves, no waiting till upkeep. With that, though, unfortunately, I don't have enough mana to cast anything else.
Oh, what a shame.
What's the chaos on it? Add mana equal to my devotion. I might as well, mightn't I? It's chaos. I can have. Ooh, no, I will take that. I will take my devotion to green because it's 1, which means I can play something else.
Aha.
See? You should listen to me more often.
And upset everybody.
Oh, you got.
That's cracks of the thumb. If I would roll a dice, I roll 2 and choose 1 result.
That actually works with playing
And
the dice, doesn't it? 'Cause it doesn't care about
it
the time.
does because it doesn't care about the number or the value.
Nice.
So yes, I will get to it. Whenever I roll the planar dice from now on while this is in play, I will roll it twice and choose which result I want. So I'll pass there.
Gaming the system. Okay, I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna draw.
I realise I didn't introduce my commander like a numpty. I'm playing Vrondiss, Rage of the Ancients.
Let's go back.
I want to roll. I'm rolling the planar dice. I may as well see if I can roll lots of other dice too.
Cool beans. Let's. So. I mean, it's kind of mean, but we're not gonna do that just yet.
Kind of mean. What's kind of mean? Exiling As Luck Would Have It. No, that's exactly the right choice.
I'm going to cast my commander, Nelly Borca. She's a 2/4 with Vigilance. And when she attacks, I suspect a creature. And suspect means they can't block anymore, but they also have menace. And then I goad all suspected creatures. And also, if coincidentally my opponents hit each other, we all draw cards. I am going to play this Maze of If as well as land for turn. And then, I gain a life because Nelly Borca's an enchantment. Ron is losing.
She is indeed.
And
I know.
Oh no.
I'm gonna roll the planar die, see what we get. We get
Only temporarily, I'm sure.
pass the turn.
All right. I will draw a card. Okay. I'm going to play a Rogue's Passage as my land for turn. And I'm going to tap 3 to cast Veronica and gain a life. And Veronica has Menace. Whenever she attacks, I may discard a card. If I do, I draw a card. Whenever I discard 1 or more non-land cards for the first time each turn, I create a junk token. So I'm going to tap a mountain for a Faithless Looting to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. I will discard a Vandal Blast to make a junk token, and then I'll just discard a mountain as the second one.
Immediate value.
And I will make a junk token, and this has flashback, so I can play this again later. So I'll kind of just leave that off to the side. And I'm gonna roll the planar die.
Let's do it.
It's got nothing.
Nothing.
So like nothing. And then I'll pass. That's all I can do right now.
Okay, let's untap. Draw for turn. Alright, I have no... Oh, yeah, I'm already way past that. I have no upkeep, so we will roll a d6 to visit our attractions, of which I have 1. I rolled a 1. Nothing ever happens on a 1, just so you know. If I roll a 6, everything happens.
Can we all just take a minute? I think it was Snorkton who won those from the streamathon, but those dice are massive, aren't they, Benji? Did you hear the thud? They're so much bigger than you think, genuinely.
Yeah, I love them.
They're just for scale. Can you put it on top of your Vault of Whispers for me? That is massive.
They're huge.
That is like a quarter of the size of a Magic card. Jeez.
It's great. Let's play for turn this Inventor Sphere.
It's a little bit bigger than my planar die.
Yeah, that's a big planar die though.
That's the Planechase Anthology die.
Nice. Okay, so let's do a blue, and then colorless for this Chrome Host Seed Shark. This is a flying 2/4/5 Rexian Shark that says whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I incubate X, where X is that spell's mana value. So incubate, for anyone who doesn't remember, because there's been 30 million sets released since that one, is I create a incubate token, which is a non-creature artifact, and then put X +1/+1 counters on it, and then I can pay 2 to flip it into an actual creature. Let's roll the planar die.
And fun fact for those that don't know, that was the rule that made all tokens double-faced. So that means if you make a token of any double-faced permanent, it is double-faced and can transform.
I am all done. I will pass.
Okay. I will untap and draw. I mean, I don't need those yet. So, when I build my decks, the ones that I build myself, I deliberately do it with as many different land arts as possible. Let's play a forest, and then I'll pay 3. And I will play my first card that will allow me to roll dice. That's Treasure Chest. Doesn't do anything for now, but for 4 mana, I can sacrifice it and roll a d20. On a 1, I burn myself for 3, because it's a Mimic. On a 2 to 9, I create 5 treasures. 10 to 19, gain 3 life and draw 3 cards. And on a 20, I can find a card from my deck and put it into my hand, unless it's an artifact, in which case it comes directly onto the battlefield. This deck is purely built around dice rolling, so at that point I'm going to find Vexing Puzzle Box or Component Pouch to ramp. With that said, I'm tapped out. I'm going to roll the die. Let's see what happens. Oh, we're planeswalking.
We're planeswalking.
I'm not even gonna take the second roll.
So now we are going to the Aetherflus. Whenever you planeswalk to the Aetherflus in the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice a creature. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. Put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle all other cards revealed this way. And whenever chaos is used, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. It is a may, you don't have to do it.
So you may sacrifice a creature. If you do, go and find a creature to replace it.
Correct, so.
I have no creatures. I'm passing turn.
Okay. Untap upkeep, I have a creature, but I'm not going to sacrifice her. I'm going to draw. And then we are going to... I think Martin's looking quite opulent. So I'm going to give him the Curse of Opulence.
Hey! Hit me. Get gold.
Exactly.
Not treasure.
And then I can't do anything about As Luck Would Have It because it's got hexproof.
It's got hexproof, yeah.
But I can
you
do
have
something
to.
about the fun. Is the fun worth doing now? Is the fun worth doing?
I mean, so far it's literally been a do nothing
Yeah,
artifact.
exactly.
I nearly said do nothing enchantment because that's the usual line that follows, isn't it? But no,
I
it is.
think we do. I think we're going to tap for a white and tap 2 for Lauren up the third path and destroy
Cool.
the fun.
That's absolutely fine.
And then I'm going to move to punches, as this deck wants to do.
Right-ro.
And I am going to attack you, Martin, but I'm going to
Of
suspect...
course you are.
I'm going to suspect that weird sky shark because it looks suspicious to me.
Absolutely saw that coming.
It's
So-
a fire!
Damage, John?
2. And I make a gold.
You do. Always believe in your soul.
Always believe in yourself. And then, with that said, I think I'm just going to pass the turn. Yeah, we're good. Just chilling.
Alrighty. I will draw a card. Okay. I'm going to play Mountain as my land for turn. I was gonna do something else, but I think this might be a better option. Okay. I'm going to tap 4 for a roaming throne, and I'm gonna choose humans. So that way Veronica triggers twice. So if a triggered ability of another creature you control of the chosen type triggers, it triggers an additional time.
Yes.
Whenever she attacks, I may discard a card. If I do, I draw a card. And if I discard a non-land, then I make a junk. So I will... Do I gain the life for that?
You do, it's a creature. Oh no, we're not on that plane anymore.
I was like, are we not on that plane? What's the plane that we're on?
So on upkeep you may sacrifice a creature. You don't have to, but you may.
Yeah, I'm not.
And then if you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card and put that onto the battlefield and shuffle your library. And whenever chaos ensues, you may put a creature card from your hand directly onto the battlefield.
Alright, so I will attack with Veronica. Benji, how many creatures do you have? Just one?
I have 2, but only 1 can block.
Okay, Veronica has Menace, so I'm gonna swing at you for 3.
Okay.
Okay, so I will discard Goblin Picker to draw a card.
You'll also draw a card because you dealt damage to an opponent of mine, and I'll draw as well.
That's it.
Okay.
We're doing attack triggers first, so.
Is that attack, not
And
damage?
then attack.
So you get 2 of those triggers.
Yeah, I will discard the Grim Reaper's Sprint and draw a card for her 2 triggers, and I'll make a junk token.
You'll make 2 junk tokens.
Yeah. And then I will draw a card for the damage dealt.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot of junk.
1, 2, 3, 4. I have to discard a card, and I don't want to. I will discard a mountain, much to my chagrin, and then I'll pass.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Let's sack my commander.
Oh, go find a
What,
creature.
what a chat.
I
Go
will
for it.
reveal from the top until I reveal a creature.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's make a little room. We will reveal all of this stuff I don't want. We will get a lifetime pass holder.
Nice.
And
I
these
love
go on
that
the bottom
card.
in a random order.
As they go, just shuffle all of the cards revealed this way into your library. So not on the bottom.
Oh, shuffle them in.
Okay, I will shuffle them. Lifetime pass holder enters the battlefield tapped. When it dies, I open an attraction. Whenever I roll to visit my attractions, if I roll a 6, I may return lifetime pass holder from my graveyard to the battlefield.
Ooh.
If we're
That's
still
pretty
on this
cool.
plane, I think I know what I'm sacrificing next.
I mean, that's a given, right?
Yeah. It just enjoyed the ride so much that it died. Okay. So that was on my upkeep. I also have 1, 2, 3 artifacts, so I will gain a life off the Inventor's
But-
Fair.
But if it dies, it no longer has a lifetime pass.
Oh, it's yeah, no, I'm not gonna argue that one. I'm gonna draw. All right. I will roll to visit my attraction. That is a 4, which will not activate my attraction, so we're good there. And then what I will do is I will play this. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do anything now. I'm going to go to combat. Ron, I think turnabout is fair play. I'm going to swing a 2/4 flyer at you in the air.
Okay.
It's got. Oh, it's just suspect it doesn't give it any bonus to power, does it, John?
No, just menace.
Okay.
So that is combat damage to Ron.
So we
So
draw
you and I
cards.
will draw. Yep.
Yeah, enjoy.
Thanks.
Mhm.
I will play this command tower for turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I will use 5 to recast my commander. I will open another attraction. This is a spinny ride. On a 3, a 5, and a 6, I can tap target creature an opponent controls. And
Because it
I
makes them very dizzy.
I will pass.
Cool. It's untippity tip top tap and draw. Okay, that's a card that exists in Magic. A little bit late, but that's okay. I'm gonna play this mountain. I'm gonna pay 1 red to cast Soul Ring.
The Soul Ring's a Soul Ring.
It is a Soul Ring. It's admittedly on turn 4, but I needed the ramp, frankly. And decisions. You know what? I'm gonna pay 4. I'm gonna sack the treasure chest. Let's roll that d20. That's gone hiding behind. That is 15.
Oh. That.
I will gain 3 life and draw 3 cards. Also, what I wanted. I would have preferred the treasures. 1, 2,
Wait.
3, but beggars can't be choosers.
15 is
Handful.
also a pretty good roll for your enchantment.
It is. That's 15 counters on as luck would have it. I have a thing. I'm going to use this lovely gift I got from our good friend Gareth the Charging Badger, and we will use the Phyrexian Life Tracker. I forgot that was a card on my board for a second. Thanks, Benji. With that, the 1 mana isn't enough to cast anything else. I will pass there.
Okay, so we are going to untap. We are going to.
Maybe I should have rolled the dice.
And with the Ether Flues on the sack, I'm going to tap Lauren of the 3rd path. Ron, you may draw a card with me.
Oh, sure. Don't mind if I do.
And then I'm going to sacrifice Lauren of the 3rd path to the Aether Flues, and we will reveal a. That was lucky, right off the top. Alexios Deimos of Cosmos. This is a new card from the Assassin's Creed set. It's a 4/4 with trample. And Alexios Deimos of Cosmos attacks each combat if able, can't be sacrificed, and can't attack its
Worst
owner.
slicer.
Worst slicer. At the beginning of each
Yeah.
player's upkeep, that player gains control of Alexios, untap it and puts a +1/+1 counter on it. It gains haste until end of turn. Because we are past my upkeep step, that doesn't work for me, but it will work for Ron. Which is kind of cool. Kind of neat.
Does it have the assault suit text on it that says it can't attack its owner?
It can't attack its owner, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gonna draw for turn.
That is super clever in that deck.
Yeah. I do have Slicer in this deck as well. But yeah, it's cool. Right, Rogue's Passage as land for turn. And then...
Oh, it can't be sacrificed. Damn it!
Can't be
It
sacrificed.
specifically says it can't be
Yeah,
sacrificed.
it's literally a worse slicer. It's exactly like slicer, but it grows, gets bigger.
What do I want, chat? Do I want more cards or more goading? What do I want?
Yes.
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 Won't more goading give you more cards?
It's true.
This is also true. Making people hit each other harder.
I don't know about the harder part. Just like
All right, more frequently.
Yeah, there you go.
What is the ward cost on Roaming Throne? It's 2, isn't it?
Yes.
Boo. Okay. Let's. Oh wait, I do have more money. That's cool. All right, so we're gonna tap 4, and we're gonna play Vengeful Ancestor. This is a 3/4 with flying, and when it enters the battlefield or attacks, goad target creature. Whenever a goaded creature attacks, it deals 1 damage to its controller. And when this enters the battlefield, I am going to goad the Roaming Throne and pay for the ward cost with my Rogue's Passage and this gold.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move to punches. If my stream deck lets me move to full screen. Work stream deck.
Where did I put my? Oh, here. It's like, where did I put my dry erase marker?
So Martin, you are on the most life. I know I hit you last
I am.
time, but you are open and on the most life. So
Yep.
we're going to attack you for 2 commander damage, and this time I am going to goad. I suppose Veronica wants to go punching anyway, so maybe I just suspect Veronica. She's got Menace already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but that just means Veronica can't block.
Yeah. Veronica's never going to block. Yeah, let's suspect Veronica. What are you doing with all that junk?
Well, all that junk.
It's
Well,
suspicious.
no, it's not. It's really not. It's just
It's impulse straw.
yeah.
when you sack a junk, you can play something from exile, but you kind of need to have a
Oh,
lot of available mana to do that. So
No, sorry, it's because she suspects it, so I'm just playing off that. I'm not actually being suspicious.
Oh.
So cool. Right. I make another gold for hitting Martin because of all his opulence.
Yeah, I am cursed with money.
And then
Apparently.
let's roll the planar die, see what we can get. Chaos. Whenever
Put a
chaos is
creature
used, I
from-
can put a creature card. What have I got?
Nothing.
I do. I've got some spicy options. What do I want?
No.
Let's go with slightly less threatening Frontier Warmonger. All creatures, if they attack an opponent, now have menace.
Ruh-roh.
Honestly, not the worst thing it could be. Right.
Creatures attacking your opponents have menace. Oh. I can see that being a problem.
Yeah. And then I am going to pass the turn.
Alright.
So all suspected creatures are goaded
All
because
suspected
Nelly
creatures
attacked.
are goaded, correct. And at the beginning of your upkeep, Ron, you get Alexios.
Oh, that's right. I do.
And it gets a counter, so I'll put this counter on. So he is currently a 5/5 with trample.
So we all acknowledge that John's the problem here, right?
Yes.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I mean,
So
the goading.
It's a goat time. Everyone's having a goat time.
Ugh.
All right.
And that's our stream, folks. Have a good night. Not really. Don't go anywhere.
Don't worry. It only goes downhill from here.
Yeah,
Oh.
if you think that's the worst of my dad jokes, you're in for a
There's-
fright.
There's two of us.
Okay. I want to play everything in my hand. I can't.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. I'm going to play a Crucible of Worlds. I may play lands for my graveyard. Since I didn't play a land for turn, I will do that. And then I would like to pay another 3 for Glinthorn Buccaneer. It has haste.
Oh,
Whenever
boy.
I discard a card, Glinthorn Buccaneer deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Ruh-roh.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to move to combat. I'm going to swing Veronica at White Tiger.
Sure.
I will swing the Roaming Throne at Benji. And I'll also swing Alexios at White Tiger.
Because two of your
on
creatures were goaded when they attacked.
Yes.
Deal 1 damage to its controller.
right. So boop boop. And on attacks, I will discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards. I'll discard a Chaos Warp and an Environmental Sciences.
And we'll all lose 2 life.
Yeah, Glinthorn will deal 2 damage to everyone. And I will
good.
make 2 junk.
Yeah.
And I will pass the turn and
So,
pass
damage-
Oh, we
Alexios.
draw a card.
Sorry.
Ron.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
we
take.
do.
And
I
you
will-
make gold as well, Ron.
I make a gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Gold is like treasure, just without
Yeah.
the tapping.
What's... Is roaming
Yeah, I took
thrones-
damage from the roaming throne.
Yeah. Is a roaming throne a source you control?
Me, yes.
Yeah, okay. No, I just wondered if, because Nelly Borca's a human, I didn't know whether you were going to draw 2 off that, but I don't think you do. I think you still draw 1.
Oh, I think it's in my control.
Yeah.
So what is the total damage I'm taking, Ron?
5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 8 creature damage and then 2 damage off of the Glinthorn.
Yeah, I've done the 2, and then it's
Mhm.
is 3 commander damage, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and then I'm at 8 cards now that I have drawn that extra card, and I will toss a mountain in the bin. And, I'll roll the planar die. I got planeswalk.
Hey, so we are now at Tawashi. Let me just tuck this. So,
Ooh,
Tawashi,
Kamigawa.
modified creatures you control have trample. And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, draw a card. And whenever chaos is used, distribute 3+1/+1 counters among 1, 2, or 3 target creatures you control. That just
And
says
I will pass Alexios to Benji, and it'll be a 6/6 now.
It will be a 6/6 now. Yeah.
Here is Alexios Meanie Face McGee.
that is law accurate middle name of Alexios.
And that'll be it, I believe, for me.
I will untap. At the beginning of my upkeep, I will gain a life. And then let's draw for turn. And then roll the planar die. Ooh, not like that. Okay, well, it happened. I got a 6. I was like, it ended up on my playmat. We're fine there. So I will get both of my triggers. So creatures I control get +2/+0 until end of turn. And I will tap target creature an opponent controls. Let's tap the Ancestor.
Sure.
Um, Dee has a thing too, correct?
Dee Kay does have a trigger on a 6, but I have no creatures in my graveyard, so I will not return anything to my hand. All right, so we will play. I'm running out of all these lands are different. An island. I will. Brain. Forgot how to think for a second. We will do colorless, and a blue. We will cast this Midnight Clock. I will incubate for 3. Let's get an actual small die. Where are you? There you are. I should find another because I'm about to do it again. Okay. And then, what is a problem out here? How about let's do this first. I will go to combat. I will. How big are these things? Nelly Borca's a 2/4. The Frontier Warmongers are 4/4. All right. So what I will do is I will send the Lifetime Pass holder at John.
Sure.
I will send the Seed Shark at Martin, and then Ron, you're gonna get Alexios at you.
But why?
Because you're scary.
Benji, make yourself a gold, sir.
Yeah, gold.
I would love to do nothing more than.
I am cursed with opulence.
You're very opulent.
I'm not.
Oh, everyone should have taken. It's past now, but everyone should have taken an extra one because I had to discard to hand size.
Fine.
Yep.
That's fine.
I just was so excited about the purposeful discarding that I was like, I didn't count the one from when I had to discard.
Benji, would you like the Lifetime Pass holder in the bin or not?
If you would like to kill it, that would be fine for me.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, would you like it? Because I can kill it if you want me to.
Yeah, go for it.
Sure, I'll block with Frontier Warmonger.
Perfect. And I believe the other two cannot block.
I'm taking 2.
So this will die. I will open an attraction.
And you'll draw
It is a
card.
tunnel of love.
See,
I will draw a card.
Love.
I will draw 2 cards because Alexios is in fact modified.
He
Yes.
is.
This is correct.
So I will draw 2. Oh, that's a good one.
The value.
Okay. I also think
Thinking's a dangerous game.
dangerous pastime.
Yeah, 0 out of 10 wouldn't recommend.
I think what I will do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna pass.
Oh,
Alrighty.
okay. I'll untap.
You'll get an Alexios who is now a 7/7.
I will, indeed. And I will draw.
Boy, you get
Okay.
quick.
He does. He does. So, I'm gonna play this mountain. I'm gonna pay 5 and cast my commander Vrondiss. Rage of the Ancients. Has an enrage trigger that when he's dealt damage, he creates a spirit copy of himself that dies when it deals damage. And then whenever I roll 1 on my die, I can have it deal 1 damage to itself and then create its own token. Excuse me. I am going to then pay 2 mana to cast a Lightning Greaves.
Sure.
Move.
John, I'm sorry to interrupt real quick.
Go for it.
John, I was supposed to take damage for attacking. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
just one.
Yeah, one for the anything that's goaded. So Alexio's technically not goaded. You see, the shark is.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I took 1.
Cool.
We can play this game. It's fine.
I wish to equip my Lightning Greaves to my commander. Does anybody have any issues with this?
No.
Nope.
I mean, I do,
Nope,
but I can't
good.
do anything about it.
That's alright. That's why I was checking, because there's a blue player around the table. Sorry, let me rephrase that. There's a red player around the table and a blue player around the table.
We're
And
all
I have a
red-
lot of
except,
open mana.
except from Benji, we're all red players.
This is true. I'm going to move to combat. The 7/7's going at Benji, and my commander will go at Ron.
Okay. I have a response to attacks.
That's fine. Respond.
I will.
I
there.
will.
We're gonna tap
Fine.
3, and we're gonna cast a 6-sided die targeting Alexios.
Okay.
What's that do?
I will tell you in just a brief moment, because I have a cast trigger, which
Oh,
will
you'll
put in-
see.
Just hold on to your butts.
There's a 90% chance that you will, in fact, observe what happens. This is a 3-mana spell, so that's 3. This says choose target creature, roll a 6-sided die. If it has it either has base toughness 1 until end of turn, put 2 -1/-1 counters on it. It deals 3 damage to it, and I gain 3 life. It gets -4/-4, destroy it or exile it.
Ooh, okay.
So yeah, I'm targeting Alexios.
Yeah.
And we're gonna roll this 6-sided die.
You're aiming for 5 or higher, really, aren't you?
That's
It's
a 4.
you
So
get
it will
-4.
get -4/-4 until end of
Yeah.
turn.
Okay, so it's a 3/3 with trample now, currently.
Yes.
Yes.
And menace.
And menace. So I will also.
Oh no, does it have menace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's attacking
Yeah.
an opponent.
I will also flip over this incubate token.
Okay.
And we're gonna put both of these in front of Alexios.
Now, I could save Alexios here. How much do I want Alexios, though? Because it feels like it became very threatening very quickly. Yeah, let's let him go to the bid.
What is the power and toughness of D?
Dee Kay is a 1/4.
Okay, then I'll have Alexios kill the token.
Yep.
Good night, sweet prince.
And
I rolled a
then-
4. I have a trigger.
You do.
Yeah. We're gonna tap or untap target artifact or creature. We're gonna untap my Midnight Clock.
That is categorically possibly the best choice you could have made.
Okay. Did you deal damage to Ron?
I believe I'm dealing 5 damage to Ron, yes.
Mhm.
Cool. Then we draw a card.
I draw 2. Because he's a modified creature.
Yes, he is.
He's wearing boots. And then in my second main phase, I will roll a plane of die.
Go for it.
It's
Forgot about
planeswalk.
It's Planeswalk. Also,
It's planeswalk,
this is
but
the
I also
first
have a trigger
Planeswalk
to make a
we-
dragon spirit. I make a 5/4 dragon spirit.
So now
I
we are
literally
on
keep
Blood
forgetting
Hill
to
Bastion. When a
roll
creature
this
enters the
die.
battlefield, it gains double strike and haste until end of turn. And whenever chaos ensues, exile target non-creature you control, return it to the battlefield under your control.
Gross.
Gross.
Cool.
Is that-
So I have a dragon spirit that I sacrifice after dealing combat damage.
Okay, we are gonna untap and we are gonna upkeep and draw. We are gonna play a flip side of this. I need to flip it. The Pillar Verge Pathway, which is the white side of the flip land. We are going to tap 2 for a Fort Vessel, so I have no maximum hand size, and I can add a colourless. And then Benji, I know this is crazy, and we've just met, but I'd be honoured if you could take this wedding ring.
Oh, wow. I've never been asked before.
So,
Because of
on
game
either-
mechanics, I cannot decline.
because of the wording on the card, you're not allowed to decline.
Nope.
So on my turn, if I draw more cards, you draw cards, and likewise on your turn.
It's draw cards and gain life, isn't it?
Correcto.
Mhm.
On either of your turns.
And do you know what? I feel like I could probably get a bit more value out of this. I'm going to cast a Smuggler's Share too. So at the beginning of each end step, draw a card for each opponent who drew 2 or more cards this turn, then create a treasure token for each opponent who had 2 or more lands enter the battlefield under their control this turn. Then we are going to move on down to Pound Town. Oh, Chrono, you're on! Thank you so much for getting rid of the
Oh.
What a hero.
At some point in the next 3 or 4 weeks, I'm gonna write something in StreamerBot to do that automatically.
Oh, you are a clever one, honestly. I can barely get. I've only just got Streamer to back to work today. It wasn't working this week. Okay, so Martin's pretty open.
I am pretty open.
Ron is
All your-
also kind of open. And
All your
Benji-
creatures are gonna get menace.
Yeah, and Benji has
2 blockers.
2 blockers, is that? Or 3 blockers?
I have. This is currently not a creature.
Oh yeah, the creature died. That's
I have 1.
You have
Yeah,
all
okay.
1. Oh, so you all have 1.
all wide open.
Oh, cool beans. All right, let's go. I'm only. Oh wait, I still want to attack with Vengeful Ancestor too, don't we? Okay, so Oh, you've got. Martin, you've got the "Don't Touch Me" boots.
Yeah,
Um,
I've got the. It's got the boots of not even I can touch it.
okay, we are going to attack Benji with the Vengeful Ancestor. When this attacks, I'm going to goad the Dragon Spirit that you've got there, Martin. And
Absolutely.
I'm going to hit you, Martin, for 2 with Nelly Borca, and I am going to goad and suspect the. I think it has to be the Glint Horn, doesn't it? Because everything else is already sort of rage baiting. Yeah.
Go
Except
to
for
creature.
Dee Kay.
Sorry, carry on.
So yeah, they are my attack. So I hit you, Martin. So I get.
I take 2.
I will
So-
take 3.
Goaded creatures can still block, can't they?
They
Suspected cannot.
Suspected cannot.
That's okay.
Goaded can. Yeah.
That's okay.
There is a slight difference. None of these creatures enter the battlefield this turn, so they don't have double strike. So that's one less scary thing to worry about. Right, we're gonna roll the planar die. Chaos. No, chaos.
You had a. Did you have a combat damage trigger? I'm so sorry. I just was just checking.
I don't have combat damage triggers except from when I got Martin for the gold, which I have.
Okay,
It's not-
cool.
is that on attack?
Apologies.
It's on attack, isn't
it's
it,
attack.
Curse?
Yeah, it is on attack. Apologies, but
Okay,
I have
cool.
that already. So whenever chaos ensues, I'm gonna exile Vengeful Ancestor. That's gonna come in, and I will. Is there anything that isn't goaded?
D.
D. Let's go to D.
Cool.
A full board of rage baiting nonsense. Cool. I can do no more, so I'm gonna pass the turn.
Alrighty. Is all this stuff still goaded?
Yes.
Mm.
If it's suspected, it's goaded.
Oh no. Roaming Throne is no longer goaded.
Oh, it's not,
Yeah.
is it? Yeah. So Roaming Throne is not, but Glint Horn is.
Glinthorn is now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Move that over. Alright. I will play a land from my graveyard for turn. I will pay 2 for a runaway steamkin. Whenever I cast a red spell, if it has fewer than 3 1/1 counters on it, I may put a 1/1 counter on it, and I can remove 3 1/1 counters to add 3 red mana. I will pay 2 for a passionate archaeologist. Commander creatures you own have, whenever you cast a spell from exile, this creature deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to target opponent. It would be nice if I could find a visible guy. Let's get one of the beefy boys. Okay. I will pay 2 for a junk jet, which will create a junk token when it enters. I can equip it to something for 1, which I will do. I'll equip it to Veronica. And I can pay 3 to sacrifice another artifact and double the power of the equipped creature.
Hey, Amara, thanks for the raid.
Hey, Amara.
Hi, Mara.
Okay, I will move to combat, I guess. And they all... So these 2 are goaded, and...
Runaway Steamkin has haste and double strike.
Double strike is what it is. Okay.
Because it's entered this turn.
This one.
Yeah. So because we're on Bloodhill Bastion, the creature, it doesn't have to attack, but it can and has extra attacking power.
And you got a lot of shit over there. Alexios is gone, right?
Alexios has bitten the big one. Which again
Has
is
bitten
more
the big
accurate.
one. All right. I will move to combat.
Adulting sucks. Don't be an adult. It's a trap.
Ugh. Okay.
I see many pains heading my way.
As it turns out, luck doesn't have it.
No, I know, because I have drawn 2 cards that roll numbered die.
Okay. I'm going to swing.
Really well, Amara.
Oh, gosh. I'm gonna swing Veronica at Benji, and I'm gonna swing the glint horn at White Tiger because I have to.
It's got
I have a
Um,
big... Oh, it does have
menace.
menace. Damn
Got
it!
menace?
It's got menace.
yeah,
'cause
because
you're
of...
attacking an opponent,
Perfect.
it gets the
Perfect.
menace.
Perfect.
And because you
Um,
get a gold as well for attacking Martin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will get a gold. Off of Veronica, I will discard Descent into Avernus and Neheb the Eternal.
That is a beautiful method.
So everyone will take 2 damage for those 2 discards, and I will draw 2 cards.
And make some junk.
And I will make some junk. Need a bigger die. 8.
It's going really well, Amara. We're having a blast here. It's, everyone's getting really punchy.
The aggressive finger pointing has been very aggressive.
It's been very aggressive, hasn't it? She's like, no, you.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if anyone's noticed this. Has anyone seen, that really crap meme where they're trying to act surprised and they're pointing backwards? Look at her face. She's pulling that exact facial expression. Don't know if you can see that, chat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll the planar die because I haven't done that.
Oh,
And I got nothing.
Oh, we need to take some
sorry.
damage.
Yeah, no. How big is Veronica? And yeah.
She's a 3/3 with menace.
Taking 2.
Okay.
Did you also, Veronica, take your 2 damage from the Vengeful Ancestor because you attacked with goaded things?
Oh yeah, it's 1 for each goaded.
Oh no, yeah, okay, I got it. So 2. Aw, thanks, nobody wordy. That's so fun. I love when people root for me. Yay. I think that's it. That's all I got now. So this is no longer goaded?
Until John's.
Turn.
Okay.
But
Gotcha.
that's not a thing. But you were dealt damage, so we draw a card.
Oh, okay. Yay. I don't think I have to discard 1, 2, 3, 7.
You also had a. Are we still on the modified plane, or did we leave?
No, we left that one.
Okay. I have no idea what plane we're on.
We're on Blood Hill Bastion, so when a creature enters the battlefield, it gets haste and double strike until end of turn.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pass.
Okay. I'll go to my turn.
Oh,
I'll
because you
untap.
drew two more cards in your turn, Smuggler's Share is going to trigger, and I will draw another card.
Look at you.
This is going to go to 4.
The
on my-
value.
Who says borrows can't draw cards?
But I'm actually, on your end step, Ron, I'm going to go ahead and flip this incubate. And then I'll go to my turn. Let's untap. Gold's gone. Okay. I will upkeep. I will gain a life. Because of the Inventor's Fair. Really think about activating that soon.
Oh, you gained a life, and you have a ring, so I
Yeah.
gain a life too.
You do.
Did you-
Where did you go?
Look at that. Teamwork.
Time to go visiting those attractions, isn't it, Benji?
It is. We're going to roll.
So, because you drew on your upkeep, I draw as well, is that right?
I did not draw on my upkeep.
Oh, yeah. No, you know what I mean, you silly sausage.
Silly sausage.
Yeah, you would draw when I draw
and
for.
then you draw my
yeah.
draw step as well, yeah.
Yes.
Because this is an equal partner.
Yeah, we share everything. We will roll this 6-sided die to visit my attractions. It is a 3, so we do have some triggers. There is the Spinny Ride and the Tunnel of Love. So I'm going to read this out. Choose an opponent, they choose the creature they control, then you choose the creature you control. If you do, return them to the battlefield under... you may exile the chosen creatures. If you do, return them to the battlefield under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Otherwise, the chosen creatures fight each other.
Nice.
So the
Nope.
Spinny Ride...
Note that nowhere on that card does it mention targeting.
No, it doesn't.
This is correct, yeah. Spinny Ride, we are going to tap down the Vengeful Ancestors.
Sure.
And Tunnel of Love. I would like to...
So you choose an opponent, and then you and that opponent choose.
Oh,
a
and they
creature.
choose... Yeah. So, Ron, I'm going to choose you.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead
Okay.
and choose one of your creatures.
And to do what with?
To
I
go
may
into the
either
Tunnel of
exile
Love.
them until end step. So they choose the creature they control, then I choose the creature I control. I may then choose to exile those creatures until end step or have them fight. So they either go through the Tunnel of Love together or they fight.
Okay.
It's a funny.
I will choose the Roaming Throne.
Awesome. I'm going to choose Dee Kay. So we're going to exile both of those.
Okay.
Dee Kay
they
is
will
now
re-
no longer goaded.
Dee Kay is no longer around to
Oh yeah,
be
he's not
goaded.
around until end step. Listen.
Until Benji's
Sort
end
of
step.
flicker,
So
yeah.
Yeah. So we are going to look at my life, figure out my choices, try to understand. So I don't understand. I got nothing.
Shouldn't you have gained a life in you? Did you gain a life in your upkeep for your 3 artifacts, Benji?
I did. Yep.
Okay.
Do I do nothing? Is that what happens here? We're gonna roll the planar die.
I mean, you've got to attack with the shark.
Yeah, I know.
Ron, how would you like to have the head back?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay, cool. I can get you the head back.
That would be nice.
Look,
We'll try again.
I'm here to spread some love
0
and team building.
I see that. I see that. That's just great.
So yeah. I have to swing, so we'll do that. I am required by law and federally mandated finger pointing to swing with a certain flying creature. And Ron, you have the most life. So we're going to send that 2/4 in the air at you.
Thanks for jumping in, Nobody Worthy. That name is not correct at all. Hope to see you on a stream in the future.
Right. When that deals combat damage, we will draw for Nelly Borca.
And because you drew on your turn, you have the ring. I'm going to draw another card.
Yeah.
And it is goaded still, so you will still lose 1 from the Vengeful Ancestor.
Okay. I'm all done.
Okay.
I'm
gonna
go to end step.
I do have a few things on end step, so you do your thing, and then I will do my thing.
Okay. Dee Kay will re-enter. The roaming throne will re-enter.
Yeah, I am gonna, because I feeling generous, and I'm gonna cast an Immortal Obligation. And I'm gonna return the head to the battlefield with a duty counter on it. For as long as a creature has a duty counter on it, it is goaded and can't attack me or permanent. Can't attack me or permanent you control and can't be blocked. What? Or can't block country. Yeah, so can't attack you or permanent you control and can't block creatures on control. God, that's a mouthful.
That's not
that is a mouthful.
My Dee Kay trigger, so I'll go ahead and open the attraction. It's a Ferris wheel.
Okay, you also, as my Publisher is going to trigger, and I'm going to draw another card from all the card draws that we've just had.
I will untap and draw. And throw cards on the floor. That's a good idea. I didn't need to see what that one. Oh, it's there.
All of that card draw, and I shit you not, chat, it's been 6 lands. One after another.
Good. You don't deserve good cards.
Excellent.
You don't deserve nice things.
Hey. I have some choices to make. So let's start with a red for Barbarian class. It's likely never going to get leveled up, but hey. And then... Oh, that's interesting. Do I have enough for that? I do. I'm doing the thing. I'm going to pay 6. And I'm going to cast Earth Cult Elemental. When it enters the battlefield, I will roll a d20 or 2 and then choose the highest result. Because Barbarian class said so. 1 to 9, each player sacrifices a permanent. 10 to 19, each opponent sacrifices a permanent. And 20, each opponent sacrifices 2. So I'll find my d20 and roll it twice. 11 or 19. That's 19. So each opponent sacrifices a permanent.
Okay, I am going to sacrifice. What do I want to sacrifice? I'm going to sacrifice.
I'm sacrificing this wedding ring.
And I make.
Sacrificing a junk.
I may as well sacrifice it. But the wedding ring, I'm hurt. But that's
I made.
It's done nothing for me, and it's given you like 5 cards, so you get nothing more.
You were going to draw
I don't
cards.
care. Get it out of here.
And that puts me up to 34 counters on the habit, and I make a second Dragon Spirit that has haste and double strike. So does this. I foresee things happening. I'm going to go to combat. John.
Yeah.
Take a 6/6 and a 5/4 with double strike. I have to attack with this spirit, and that will go at Benji. Yours is just a straight up 5/4 with nothing special. I'll take 1 damage from attacking with a goaded thing.
And then I will draw a card. And you will draw a card because you dealt damage.
I'm gonna respond.
Hang on.
To it. I'm gonna.
There's
Oh wait!
I can't block
stuff
that.
I can do.
You can't, it's menace.
I
Yeah.
got stuff I can do. What's the biggest one? I'll go back to face.
6/6 with double strike.
I'm gonna maze a Viff that.
Fine.
So how much
Take
was
on
it? Taking
touch.
5?
10.
10.
Yes,
Okay.
because it's a token with haste double strike.
Cool.
I'm gonna put these 2 in front of it.
Yeah.
And then with that, before damage,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to Ghostly Flicker,
Sure.
targeting Dee Kay and my Seed Shark. So they will flicker.
That's fine. The Phyrexian token will die.
Yep. And I will open an attraction.
I need to draw a card from dealing damage to an opponent off of Nelly.
I will also incubate
And
3.
the spirit that dealt my 2 dragon spirits die. They go away because that's what they do.
I didn't kill yours. If
No, it sacrifices itself after dealing damage.
okay.
Basically, they're like babies because they get really angry and then rage out and then get really sleepy and go away.
That is it. John, you have 5 lands in play. In fact, I think everybody has 5. Apart
I
from
have 5,
yeah,
yeah.
I've played a land. That's okay. I'm just trying to figure out if I played a land this turn.
Okay.
What's the? Oh, it's flicker thing, isn't it? Ooh, do you know what? I'm gonna roll the planar die. Planeswalk.
Oh, here we go. So now we are on Karasa Foothills. Whenever a creature you control attacks a player, for each other opponent you may create a token that's a copy of that creature tapped and attacking that opponent.
Oh dear.
Tokens at the beginning of the next end step. And whenever chaos ensues, you may sacrifice any number of creatures. If you do, Karasa Foothills deals that much damage to target creature.
And after the dice roll, I will create another spirit. So every creature gets myriad.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Optional myriad.
optional myriad.
Which means these goaded creatures now, John, are going to cause problems for you.
That's fine. I'm sure I can find a way to make that benefit me one way or another.
I'm sure you will. Go ahead.
Okay, we are gonna untap, we are gonna upkeep, and try and get some semblance of here. Draw. Okay, let's play this Elegant Parlor as land for turn, and we're gonna surveil. That's another Slayer Stronghold straight in a bit. We are going to introduce a beloved mechanic to the game. We're going to cast Emberwild Captain and introduce the Monarch. So I've become the Monarch, and importantly, whenever an opponent attacks you while you're the Monarch, Emberwild Captain deals damage to that player equal to the number of cards in their hand. Oh, I should. Never mind. We missed it now. It doesn't matter. Might tell that slightly differently. Might do it like that. Actually. That way. Cool. Can I do anything else? I can't do anything else. So we're going to move to punches.
Good. I have a response.
Sure. Go do
Right,
your
row.
thing.
We're going to single target Psych Rift, your commander back to your hand.
Sure. I am still going to move to combat, and we're going to throw Vengeful Ancestor at Martin, and then that will myriad, and each of you will get one in the air as well. And when they enter, I will goad various things. So on this one's attack, I'm going to goad Martin's other creature, that 6/6.
The elemental.
Yeah. The head's already goaded, so I don't need to do that.
Mhm.
We'll do we'll keep Glinthorn, Buccaneer, Goaded, and we'll do the Seed Core Shark again.
Okay.
Yeah, apologies. I should have lost a life on my turn for the attack as well. Didn't
and
do
I will
that.
make a gold. So attacking Martin.
I can't block because it's flying.
It is. And then they are still technically around, aren't they? Until end step.
Are they around till the end step?
Yeah, exile them at the end step.
Ooh.
Which makes sense because you can do this. So I'm going to tap 3 using the gold for a red to play my commander again.
I need to take 4, 5 from the vengeful ancestor.
And then we are going to roll the planar die.
John, how much damage are we taking?
Oh, sorry, it's 3 each.
3. Oh, I thought it was
3.
more.
I took 3 already.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. Yeah.
We've got Chaos.
I'm gonna block with a 2/4.
It
Oh, yeah,
does
'cause
have Menace still because of Frontier Warmonger.
I hate your board. Everything must die.
Well, I did just get Chaos on this plane, so...
What are we doing?
So whenever Chaos ensues, you may sacrifice any number of creatures. If you do, Corrosive Hills deals that much damage to target creature. So I'm going to sacrifice the 2 Vengeful Ancestors I've got on board. And I think because Benji hates it so much, I'll sacrifice this Frontier Warmonger too. So I've got 3 damage to point. What do I do it at though?
Is there anything with 3 toughness on the board? I don't know if there is. I think it's all 4s. Maybe the shark.
The shark is a 4.
Oh, is it 4? I think everything is 4 toughness or higher.
Yeah. Okay, we'll just point it at your dragon spirit for the lols. No, it won't kill it. But...
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, because it only dies after dealing damage outwards, not receiving damage.
Cool. I need to get rid of this wedding ring. It's just reminding me of my broken relationship with
Your
Benji.
betrayal.
Yeah.
I feel so betrayed and hurt.
You're welcome, Benji. I'm glad I could enable you to break out of that.
I didn't even go to court. I just like ditched the
I'm
ring.
just
out of
so
here.
toxic.
This keeps accusing people. So toxic. Anyway, I will pass the turn.
So, Ron, reminder that without Nelly's attack trigger, your commander is no longer goaded.
Correct.
Okay.
Also, neither is... Oh, what were your goads? You goaded my Earth Cult Elemental. What else did you goad?
I did the Seed Core and the...
Neheb and Glenhorn.
Yeah, Neheb's got a duty counter, so Neheb's just goaded and can't attack. And can't block all that stuff as well.
Oh, Neheb in that deck is such a wild card.
Yeah, I wanted Ron to have it back.
I'm going to, gosh, what am I going to do? All right, I'm going to pay 1 for...
Steal the crown from John. That's what you should do.
Oh, the Monarch!
Football Creator.
You need to draw.
I'm going to enchant a land. So, Footfall Crater. It makes... When I tap this land, target creature gains trample and haste until the end of turn. That'll put another counter on my Steamkin. I am going to sack a junk to attempt to play something from exile. I will do that. It's a ruby medallion. So that will deal 2 damage to John off of the Passionate Archaeologist.
Sure.
And I will... I think, do that again.
I will take 2.
Good.
And that will
In
be... In T, I will play that.
That costs you 1.
1? Oh, that's right,
Yeah,
because
because
of
of
the
the
medallion.
Yeah.
Is it 2 that I'm taking from Inties?
You... So, Ron, instead of tapping the red mana, remove the counters from Runaway Steam King because it can't gain any more.
Right. So I'll remove the counter and then add 1 back to when I play it.
Yeah.
Okay, whenever you attack, you may discard a card. When you do, put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature. It gains trample until the end of the turn. Whenever you discard one or more cards, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until your next blah blah blah. Yep. I will also, while we're here, I will tap for actually 3 only of the cost reducer. I forget. For Brawlin.
Nice.
Whenever I discard a card, I put a
Brawlin.
1/1 counter. Right.
I really
Whenever
want to make that deck. I really should. Like
the Shabraz Brawlin.
Yeah.
It's just a silly little guy.
Just
that's
a silly
all.
little guy on a silly little sky shock.
All right. So, what are your blockers, John?
My blockers, I have 2, Nelly and Emberwild Captain. However, you should know that if you attack me, Emberwild Captain will deal damage equal to the number of cards in your hand to you.
Okay.
It's a 4/2, so it's pretty easily removed.
Okay. I'm going to... Alright. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to sack the 2 gold and tap this this mountain for Junk Jet's ability so that I can double Veronica's power.
Murdered.
And I'm gonna sack a junk to do that. And I'm going to swing Veronica at you, John. I also have to swing Neheb and Glinthorn, but I'm gonna do the attack trigger first.
So you have
and
Karasa triggers as well, which you may myriad some of these. So I know the legendary ones might not matter, but Glinthorn you might want to myriad.
Yes. Okay, so I will discard Mr. Gutsy and Camp.
You also have 2 potential discards off Inti as well.
Yes. So I will draw the 2 cards from Veronica.
Mm-hmm.
I've discarded 2 cards, so you will all take 2 damage off of Glinthorn. Mm-hmm. I've discarded 2 cards, so you will all take... I have a question. Brawlin is a human, and with Roaming Throne, does this also double?
Yes.
Doubled.
Okay, so...
also,
yes?
Ron, if you stack your attack trigger so the myriad happens first, then you'll have 3 Glinthorns for Veronica's...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm confused, but this is what we're doing. Okay. I will swing the Glinthorn at Benji, and I will swing the Neheb at White Tiger.
Cool.
So you're doing the myriad of Glinthorn.
I'm doing.
So we take another.
I'm doing the myriad off of Glinthorn.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll take another 4. Yeah.
And then off of Brawlin, I've discarded 2 cards, so I will put 4 1/1 counters on it, and it'll deal 4 damage.
Oof.
To each of us.
Yeah.
Yes, to each opponent.
Oh, spicy. I am gonna. How big is your commander?
My commander is 6.
Cool. Can I go to that low?
So here's the thing. Before we go any further, do you want to discard 2 Inti?
Does Inti have to attack?
No, it's whenever you attack with anything.
Oh, cool.
Because that will deal another God knows how much damage to everybody.
Yes, I do.
It'll deal a lot more than 6 because of because of Brawlin.
Oh yeah. So
I'm.
Essentially 8.
That kills me.
I will discard Lelia to Inti to put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature, which is I'll put it on Veronica, so that will make her an 8.
And then we take another 3 damage from the Glinthorns.
Right.
There's 3 of them.
Yes.
And then Bralin will deal another 2 because it's a human.
Right. And then I need to know how much damage was dealt because at the beginning of my post-combat, Neheb gets a mountain for each life my opponents have lost.
If Neheb is still alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
If Neheb's still alive, then you've done 30?
6.
Is it?
No, it's not 30.
It was 4 for the Inti trigger. I think it would be, instead of 8, it would be 9 for the first round of discards.
Yeah.
Because there were 3 glint horns, so we should have gone from 2, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's 6 plus 4 is 10.
Actually, I think the first 2 discards, it would have been 6 from the glint horns together,
Yeah.
right? And then 4, so it should have been 10.
10 plus
the
5, so 15.
15.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that
15 each.
So 45.
So 45.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a hell of a lot of red mana.
If Neheb lives, because
yeah.
Well, no, because you're dead either way. If you block, you can't kill Neheb because you will take 3 from blocking.
3.
How many cards do you have in your hand, Ron?
Right now I have 1, 2, 4, 5.
So Ember Wildcaptain is going to deal 5 to you because you attacked me. And then I guess that's all the triggers, right? So then we can move to declare blocks.
So
yeah.
Okay.
It's Neheb. Who is the Neheb coming at? Just out of curiosity.
Neheb
is that me?
is going to you.
And what's his power for?
4, 6.
I'm dead either way.
I am going to maze if your commander.
Okay.
So it's removed from combat, untapped, deals no damage.
Untaps?
Yeah, untapped.
Untapped, yeah.
Okay.
I'm also going to flip over this incubate token.
I die to Neheb regardless of what I do, so
yes.
I'm picking up my stuff.
Okay. F. Sir Martin in the chat. That was spicy.
I get the 45 gold.
You will you will get 1 gold. 1 gold.
45 mountain.
45 red mana and a gold for hitting me.
Yeah.
If you block,
and a gold.
it'll be
Okay.
less mana. I don't know if it matters to you, but if you block, it'll be less mana.
It does. It will be 1 less, won't it?
Yeah.
I'm dead either way, so I'm gonna if I'm gonna let Ron have all of the power.
Yeah.
So that's another 4 damage to me.
So 49.
So 49.
I am
49.
okay. Wait,
Oh,
because
hang on.
we're still in combat.
Hang
I'm
on, 'cause
blocking the.
Make
the
it
glint
50.
horn.
Make it 51. I'm gonna let the glint horn through as well.
Okay.
I am blocking the original
going
glint
out,
horn.
If I'm going out, I'm giving you all the power.
Thank you so much.
So I'm blocking the original glint horn. So it will die. And then there's a glint horn going at John.
Yeah, how big is it? 2/2.
2/4.
2/4. I will block with Nelly Borca and they will boing flip.
Okay, so the OG glint horn dies, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The other 2 are still around till your end step.
I will discard a junk to attempt to play something from exile. It's Bottle Cap Blast. I will use 5 of my red mana to cast it. Bottle Cap Blast deals 5 damage to any target. I will just deal it to Benji. And then I will, off of the Passionate Archaeologist, I'll deal the additional 5 for its mana to John.
Okay, so 5 to each of us, basically.
Yes.
And Steamkin is back up to 3 counters now.
And then...
Benji,
it's still at 3.
It's over.
And then...
yeah, it's absolutely over.
And then I'm going to attempt to keep doing this until... Okay, so Rose is 4.
That's game.
I will pay 4, and I will...
Yeah, you got it.
Well, you kill 1, and then if you do it again...
And then I'll do it again. Yeah. So
that kills once.
Do it.
I hope it's land.
It is a land.
Oh!
She's still got 1. She's still got a junk left.
I've still got a junk left, so that gets exiled. I've got a junk, and it is a Wayfarer's Bauble for 1.
Oh,
you couldn't even be
perfect.
more perfect.
Look at that.
That is so rude.
For exactsies.
Exactsies.
GG, well done.
I did it.
What a game.
I feel like I was left in the dirt a bit, but hey, I brought the jankiest deck I own. It was my own fault.
Ooh, what a game! Well done.
It was.
That win.
Thank you.
Hard one.
Yeah. Can we get some GGs in the chat? So
that was a banger of a board state.
Yeah, that was real sweet. That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much both of you for joining us this evening. Before we sign out and do housekeeping and raids, Benji, do you want to start off by reintroducing yourself to the wonderful folk at home and telling everybody where they can find you, and then Ron as our winner? Do you want to go after Benji?
Sure thing.
Sounds good. Well, hello again. I am Benji the Brewer. I'm an EDH deck brewer. I do EDH deck brewing via random wheels. So you can find me in all the places as Benji the Brewer, except for Moxfield, which is Benji_the_brewer. And you can actually see all the decks that I brew on stream by looking at my Moxfield. I stream every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, so in a little over an hour, you can hop on over to Benji the Brewer on Twitch and watch me brew.
Yeah, do tune in. This sounds like a blast. I'm gonna have to definitely tune in to one of these soon when it's not a school night.
Fair.
Speaking of school night, Alfie, bed. My son just sneaks down from his bedroom.
It's not a school night, chat.
It is for me.
But you know.
Anyway, and Ron.
Hello,
for this evening.
It happens once in a blue, Sometimes you get them. Hello, I am a girl named Ron. Everywhere usernames exist. My best way to reach me is to go to linktree/a girl named Ron. All of my links and socials are there. I also stream EDH, deck building, unboxings, and a little bit of arena and MTGO, and some variety streaming. So come visit me on all the things. Say hello.
Yeah. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us this evening. It's been an absolute blast. It really has. Before we go, a bit of housekeeping. So next week, we are joined by GirlPod MTG for some Chat Chaos, which is always a lot of fun, Chat Chaos. If you haven't seen a Chat Chaos game before, where are you? Mr. B does this all the time. But essentially, you can use your channel points to interact with the game in weird ways, like making us play from the bottom of our deck instead of the top, making us do a hard cast of Prisoner's Dilemma, giving people card draw. And I'm going to introduce the Monarch in it next time. I think that's a fun one to introduce. So that's a lot of fun. And the Booty Pile. I've got a Booty Pile. You can go through there and get like random permanents that interact the game, like Crucible of Worlds, or there's the Immortal Sun, just like good stuff that basically turns the gas up to 10. So tune in, it'll be a lot of fun. If you missed at the start of the stream, all the way through August, and well, I should say, if you haven't seen the news here in the UK, it's been a bit of a weird time here in the UK, and there's been some there's no really nice way of putting it, some riots that have been going on by racist arseholes. To give them the big middle finger, we are going to donate any of the income that we generate through our streams, be it through Twitch subscriptions, Patreon, our Magic Madhouse affiliate link, our Bulkbox affiliate link, any of that stuff, we could donate to Action Refugee. They're a charity that help families gain citizenship here in the UK, and it's communities that often get vilified by hard right-wing media here, and they definitely need getting told to go fuck themselves. So that's what we're going to do.
Yay!
Go fuck yourself. Anyway, if you are watching this on YouTube, apologies for the F-bombs I've just dropped. All of the links for all of this stuff is going to be in the description below, so do check them out. if you have a free Amazon Prime Twitch subscription, that's free real estate, and you can use that to donate to Action Refugee. So if you do have one and feel like making Jeff Bezos donate on your behalf, this is an excellent way to use it. And lastly, if you are in the UK and you're going to Command Fest in London, I will be there. So please do find me. Please do ask me for a game and take some stuff from me. I'm going to try and get some prize support from LGS and other places. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I think that's... Oh, I need to shout out somebody out. So another thing that we do, if you do support us through the Patreon or through Twitch Prime subscription or paid subscription, you get entered into a collective in our Discord called the Quartermasters. They get access to their own giveaways. When I do giveaways on my personal Twitter, they get an additional entry into that. Their own chat. They get to, when we get around to community days, they're going to have first dibs on those as well. And we also want to shout one of those out every stream as we can. And this week we're shouting it out to InSketch. So thank you so much, InSketch, for your subscription. It does genuinely mean the world to all of us here. With all of that said, we're going to raid Drutter Cup, which is where Chrono is this evening. They're doing some tabletop RPGs of this. I'm going to butcher this, but I think it's called the Strontium Dog. So yeah, do stick around for that. They are a lot of fun, and Chrono is wonderful. If you don't know, he's our mod. He's not actually our mod, he's actually part of the team full time, but he is a hero, so do stick around for that. Okay, with all that said, we'll see you next week. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody.
Thank you very much.
See you next time.